Sure. All right.
I love kimchi. I love kimchi. I love kimchi.
They can't hear it, though.
I love kimchi. Come on.
Yeah.
I love kimchi. I love kimchi. I love kimchi. I love kimchi.
There you go. You got it.
See, you guys,
got
we
it.
have a live audience tonight, actually, and you'll hear them clap in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
It's our first.
Oh,
man,
nice.
it's our first live audience. But
Awesome.
the thing is, Mike was playing my I Love Kimchi song, plug, 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 plug.
Plug,
But
plug, plug.
they can't hear it because it's going through the headphones.
If they follow the live on their phones.
Oh,
Bing.
right. So we could crowd up the Wi-Fi more.
Oh,
That's
well,
great.
It's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Strong Wi-Fi out here.
Strong
Where are
Wi-Fi.
we? Where are
we are in Minnesota, Missouri.
That's it.
It's a beautiful state. Missouri is
Wonderful.
amazing. The trees are so green.
Mhm. Yeah.
The Trump flags are so bright going down the road. It's just so.
I don't
you
know we were
just
doing the
kn-
Trump thing.
Oh, right. We don't get political.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
they're kind of faded now because there's a lot of sun out here.
Yeah.
So it's half Trump.
Don't you love Missouri, though?
Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of trees. I saw a gas station.
From a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Missouri?
10.
Lying on live. You're
I said
going to
it's a
get
state.
caught.
It's a state. That's not. That's
It's a state.
That's the
Okay.
truth. That's one of them.
Okay.
Thank you. Next question.
Next.
Move on.
So we had to drive
Mm-hmm.
9 hours. And look at us. We're still alive. 9 hours together.
Made it.
It wasn't separate cars. It was like together in one car.
Right.
We were driving. It was amazing.
I would like to point out the fact that whenever we fly, you overpack. And now, when we drive, you overpack.
Okay, because
Anybody? Has anyone even eaten a banana yet? I think I ate one just out of respect.
you know who does? Your mama needs
Ooh.
about like 9 pounds. of banana.
We're in a different place right now.
No,
We
okay.
can't talk about my mother. Love you, Mom. Good times.
Love you, mother-in-law. So that's what's
Oh,
going to
they
happen.
clap. They clap. They like it. I also have a sound effect for the
He's
clap.
doing an
So
applause.
you can
He's doing
imagine.
an applause. This is great. This is really, really
I
great.
like how the camera just cuts off my face and the lights in the shot. This is video 101.
This is very You can adjust it, sir.
I'm too sweaty. I'm gonna stay right here.
I know. You know what?
I've been moving too much.
We had to. So we made a pit stop in Nashville.
Nashville, no mask country.
No man.
Great place.
This is America. No. Okay. Wait. Let's go back to the road trip though.
Okay.
The
Sure.
road trip. 9 hours
9.
together in the same car.
Right.
I love how when we split up the trip, Mike drove the first half.
I did.
Yeah, bumping Nas and Biggie. What's on your road trip playlist, sir?
Nothing but Christian music.
Okay. What did I tell you about lying on the?
Name
Name one Christian artist.
The radio edit of Nas.
Radio, the clean
Biggie
version.
Smalls.
The Kid Bop version.
Big Pun. Some Mobb Deep. Kind of dangerous, but that's pretty much New York 90s hop and New York 90s hip hop and maybe a little bit of trap from the current day. I like the beats. I don't like the words.
Seriously, can you move the light?
No, I'm not moving.
Oh my God.
The light's right there. You got to move it anyway when you introduce your guest.
Yeah.
So
Okay. When I drive, it's like all these like romantic songs.
it's pretty sad too.
No, but it's like Gloria Stefan, like I do anything for you. I thought, okay, so then that song came on, and I was like, honey, the song is for you.
That was beautiful though.
No.
what you just sang
I was
there.
like,
Nice.
honey, the song is for you, and I was like, I do anything for you. The next line is, even though you're not here. I was like, oh, not this song. Maybe this is the wrong song.
Oh, not that one.
And then I
See, I don't
changed
know the
it.
song, so it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, and then I changed it to Chicago. You're the inspiration. No,
That's nice.
it was actually
I like that.
after all that you've been through, I will make it up to you. And you're like, yeah, that's my song. That's my song.
I like that.
That's my song. All the torture you put me through, Angela.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say all that.
And then I'll like, and then
Kinda.
and then the like SWV will come on, and there's this song that's like, oh,
No one knows SWV.
SW is it? Oh, Am I aging
It's
myself?
showing
Look,
your age at this point.
they are a classic. Don't you look, first of all.
I think even when they were big, they had like 3 songs.
I don't know what happened. Did they just like went on tour and stopped? No, but they're coming back with Escape.
Yeah,
I told you my first cassette tape was now I'm dating myself.
Yeah.
Now I'm dating myself. I love how you have like condensation in your glasses.
Oh, let me take them off.
And you just look angry. You're like one of those anime characters that are like.
Now I can't see the screen at all. I don't even know what's going on.
No, you don't have to take it off.
I'm like a green smear.
Are you trying to look good for the ladies? This
I'm
is audio.
Trying to see the screen.
This is audio, sir.
I am video. We are doing video as well.
I love how you pointed with the mic. This is.
It's my natural. Hey, how you doing? I just got in here. How's everybody doing? By the way, what was it? The spicy pork that I ate earlier, on point. I don't know who made that, but thank you.
Spicy pork.
I've gone.
Oh, Korean spicy pork.
Bingo.
Is
it's pork. Pork.
You're welcome.
Spork.
On behalf of Korea, you're welcome.
Oh, it's a Korea thing?
It's a Korean dish. 제육볶음. Are you kidding me?
What did you call me? I'm sorry.
Look.
Good times.
First name Cheuk, last name Pokum.
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 Oh, you're Pokemon.
You should say it. Say it. Cheuk볶음.
Cheuk볶음.
Yeah, don't ever say that.
That's
again.
pretty close.
Don't ever do that.
That was close. You got to slur the J.
So insulted.
The J is curvy, right? It's a curvy J.
This
I got
is
you.
Curvy J.
Pokum.
It's a strong J.
All right.
I love how you like Mike doesn't know how to speak Korean, and I tried, and I will never do it again.
I got words.
Yeah, he got words.
I got words.
Okay, so here's the thing. I trained my dogs in Korean because I thought, okay, if I tell them in Korean, like, bite, 물어, then nobody else will. It's kind of like those German Shepherd dogs, like in German, nein, or whatever, and whatever. I ended up having like 4-pound Maltese dogs, and I'm like, this is useless. Why do I need to train them in Korean? But then they're so used to Korean that Mike has learned Korean words because of the dog. He'll be like, 앉아, which is sit down, right? Or 나가, which is fine.
앉아.
The problem is he says it to me, and I'm not a dog. So this is the problem.
You're sharing too much.
I don't like how you're like naga with the bass in your voice.
It doesn't have to just be for a dog. It's just a phrase to get out of the room.
Look,
right?
you always talk about how
Why are you playing the PlayStation 5? Naga? Excuse me, Naga?
Oh my God.
Is that wrong? It's also a curvy G.
I don't like
Naga?
I don't like sharing my culture with you.
That's fine. You don't speak any Spanish.
I wanted to. Neither do you.
I don't complain about it.
Neither do you.
I speak a little Spanish.
Look, this is like a therapy session at this point.
My Spanish is on point.
Everybody is tuning in. And look, I've already told all my friends, look.
Nice.
If you see me on the news.
All 2 of them.
I have 3 now. Sir.
Yeah, I mean.
I've told all 3 of them.
Text somebody right now.
We're going live.
I'm
it's on my phone. I don't know.
I'm kidding. You have friends. I'm one of them. You, me, and Lucy.
Don't touch me.
Okay,
don't
that's
touch
cool.
me.
You're sweaty too.
I've told all my friends, if you ever see me on the news, I did it. Like, if it involves Mike, I did it.
It's terrible.
Don't go on the news and be like, oh my God, no, I could never imagine Angela doing that. No, her and Mike were so in love. I did it.
That's terrible. It got really dark.
I did it.
We're in the wrong place to be so
did it.
dark.
You know what's so funny? I hired the lawyer before I did it. It was one of my dad's friends.
But you can't
I'm going to get
check.
off.
You can't get the check if you're gone.
Oh, goodness.
I will defend myself.
Look, it's not my fault if you're clumsy and you fall down the stairs 4 times. That's not on me.
Speaking of stairs, there's a second story here that you have to go up and down for everything, basically.
And so then now you don't even want to get up and move the light?
It's driving
walking. Everybody crazy. It's driving all of our 2 viewers crazy.
My rings are closed. I don't move anymore.
Bro, I will move it. You're going to have
the
star of the show get up with shorts and my chanclas on.
I'll move it because you're bothering me now.
Okay,
but
thank you.
The whole point is the stairs are killing me. I took a cold shower, and the pressure here is enough to peel a potato. I feel like I have left a little skin in that shower. I should probably sweep it up later.
Did you weigh yourself and you're like, wow, that worked?
I'm just shedding off the pounds.
That worked. You just have to take about 3 more showers. 3 more showers, and you'll close your rings for tomorrow.
Move the light. Talk to the people. What's going on?
People, I did it. Okay, I upped the pressure in his water, in his shower, because I was like, if this pressure doesn't get him. Sir, nah, I'm joking. You know what it is? It's because, you know why we're so comfortable with each other? It's because our life insurance is not that high. My thing is, and it's so funny.
What are you going to do with $40?
Yeah, look, my thing is, we have a lot of friends. We had a friend who was like, oh, somehow we got into talks about life insurance. And then he's like, oh, wait, hold up. Angela, it should be at least something million. And I'm like, first of all, no company's going to give me that value. Like, first of all,
that's a money
too much liability. Second of all, you think if something happens to me, he's going to get a check and live with his new wife in luxury? Are you kidding? No.
No, I would be single.
I'll leave you.
Single, ready to mingle. Got a check.
I will leave you enough to pay off my car. You could sell that. You could sell the Honda.
Well, that's fine.
You could sell the Honda and then take your new girl to McDonald's. That's what you can do.
No, I mean,
if she sticks around, that's true love.
The Honda, that's like $15,000.
You think I'm gonna leave you?
That's at least a Red Lobster.
$15 million. Oh, she gone. She gone.
Wouldn't you want me to be comfortable? And my new family?
I want to be comfortable too, like in the grave, like I did it. I did it.
All right, we got a little dark here. What's next on this list that you got here?
Well, I have road trip playlist.
Well, we
Give
already
me
did it.
your must-haves.
Must-have?
Yeah.
Anything from Lil Jon.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You're just saying that because we saw Joe Coy yesterday.
We did see Joey. Joey Coy.
Joe Coy.
There's so many Coys out there.
How are you?
Fish. We just interviewed Jay Coy.
He has a
J.
podcast
Cole.
plug.
Nice. Shout out to
Joe Coy Pond.
Joey Coy.
Joe Coy.
Pretty sure it's short for
now,
Joey.
At this point, now it's a drinking
Joseph.
game. Joseph.
It's one of those. It's short.
Joseph.
All right, moving on. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, saw the show.
Great.
Awesome.
Love him.
Filmed some stuff that should be out later.
Yes. And he's totally cool, great guy.
Good time.
I would love to work with him in the future. And that's what we kind of set up yesterday. So that was great.
I got a Funko Pop.
All we got to do is just like work harder. And then the
Funko
opportunity will come to us. Huh?
Nothing. Moving on.
His assistant was like, give me your number. He can't meet you right now because security was supposed to come and get us to go meet him, but he got stuck in a meeting.
I feel like we were okey-doked.
No, stop it.
I feel.
Why are you?
I'm just saying.
You are always so, I swear. You make it seem like I live in like fairy world, and I don't, except when I'm like talking about you. I'm like, oh my God, he's so great.
He said he wants to meet us, and he's going to give us his car. I believe him. We just got to wait out the back.
You're too
He's coming
funny.
around. I believe him. He's coming.
Oh my gosh.
But no, you introduced yourself. You got your face out there.
No, I was like, hey,
That's
Joe.
all what it's about.
I'm a comic. I'm from New York, but I actually live in Atlanta now. Me and my husband, we drove from Atlanta to come see you. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, go talk to my sister and come meet me in the back or whatever.
His sister's older.
People think comics can't be cool, but Joe Coy, he is one cool dude.
Is he?
He is. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you still here?
I didn't meet him.
Man, if your insurance was high and I were to remarry, Joe Coy would be the one. No.
He's married already.
No, he's not. Stop it. We don't know about his personal life. He keeps it private, actually, and I respect that.
Well, he talks about his son a lot. So
yeah. Well, I mean,
because
he loves
been around
his son.
women at some point. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so then he was like, yeah, come see me backstage. And then I went upstairs, saw his sister, and his sister was like, confirmed with him, because I'm sure now everybody's gonna be like, I'm a comic from New York. Joe, I want to see you.
I know him.
Yeah, go to
we
sister.
tell jokes too.
Totally verified. You have to get credentials, all of that. His sister talked to him directly and was like, hey, is this okay? And then it was supposed to be, she was like, yeah, someone's gonna come get you, Angela. And I was like, cool. So I'm waiting there.
Right.
And then you're waiting there too. There was one security guard that was like super into her job.
She was ready.
She was ready to tackle you,
She
bro.
was gonna tackle me.
She's like, these two don't have credentials. And I'm like, what?
She was a large woman. Not like, she wasn't big.
No,
but
she was like
tall.
linebacker.
She was tall.
She was fit.
Stout.
She was tall. Well, everybody's taller than me. So I'm just like, she's fit.
She was ready. She was ready to throw some bows.
Yeah. And I love how she was like, hey, you can't stand in the hallway. You got to tuck.
Please.
Tuck.
Please.
And I was like, I got him. I'll tuck him. Because I didn't want you to get tackled. I'm not going to pick you up.
I'm
gonna laugh.
I'm
And I
too,
wanna
at this
be that
age,
guy.
I don't get tackled at this age.
At this age,
at
if you
this
get
point-
tackled, it's not like a sore muscle.
No.
It's like a broken bone.
You're not supposed to, you can't do things at this age to get tackled.
No, because when you're younger, you're like, yeah, come at me, bro. Do it.
Or you're drunk in a bar. You're like, what, bro? What?
Yeah,
Are you
tackle me.
saying?
I could take you.
But at this age, you know.
It's like,
oh,
yo, hey,
excuse
my
me, sir.
my deductible isn't paid off.
Oh,
Stand back. I'm not doing anything.
my wife took me off the plan. So, we can't do this, sir.
I didn't.
May I
You're
buy
good
you
to the
a
end of the
drink?
month. You're good to the end of the month. You guys, we have are you done?
Oh, I'm waiting on you.
We have an amazing guest today.
Yeah.
This is our first live
The
in-person guest.
Number one.
Everyone, you hear the applause?
Number one.
Oh man, we're gonna have to move the camera.
We're going to move the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to
Coming to the stage.
segue over here.
Okay, hold on. You gotta move it. You gotta boom, and then you'll handle the audio. See, we're super professional here. Super professional. Take the iPhone. You got coming to the stage. Founder of Hapa Nation 1, Tia Legoski. Everybody give it up.
All right.
Let me see. Hold on. And you know what? Like, this is how professional we are. We have the cover for the wires that we and we got his car keys. Thank you so much for coming to our professional show. Tiani, here you go. Here's your mic.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for coming to the show. And we are not sponsored by Bubba. Okay, so that's why
Go ahead and put on your headphones real quick.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
This is so you can hear yourself.
We got that part right.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. And you know what? This is great. And we got a cup. This is totally professional show. If HBO doesn't pick us up, if Sirius Radio doesn't pick us up, losing out, kid. I can't even. Can you hear us? Honey, can you hear yourself?
I cannot hear myself.
Oh.
I cannot hear you.
Okay, Mike, you're fired. You're fired, Mike. I can't collect your last $0 check. Okay, and see security give your tags of nothing. No. Huh.
I hear you now.
Can you hear yourself?
But in the...
Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so it's working. We just
I hear
need to
Mike.
turn you up a little bit, give you a little more juice. She wants more juice, is what she's saying. Here you go.
How about you? Can you hear yourself?
Can I hear myself?
Yes.
Yes? No? Maybe? A little bit, yes. Now I got it.
Let's go with a yes.
She's
Yes.
like, you know what? She's like a rapper. Yo, turn up my mic.
Yo, my
Turn-
headphones, they too soft.
Why
son.
do they always get so angry, these
I hear
rappers in
you.
the studios?
I hear you now.
It's always about the audio. Yo, turn up my mic. What did I say? I'm like, oh my gosh.
All right.
Is this a recording of a song or like, did we get the leaked version? Woo! Thank you so much. This is the founder of Hapa Nation 1, Tia Legoski. Let's give her one more round of applause. Woo! 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 This is my new thing now. We gotta embrace the thickness.
That's,
Body positivity.
That's a
For me, it's arm
good piece of meat.
positivity.
That's a good piece of meat right there.
Yeah, I make sure I put on deodorant
That's
when I do
about
it, though.
20,
Before I do
25 a
this,
pound.
Like before each show. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, we have so many questions for you about Missouri
Oh my gosh.
because we know nothing about this place.
Okay.
No, we are at a beautiful retreat center. The Tiani, well, I call her Tiani because I've known her forever. Like we tight and stuff, like we besties.
Nice.
So yeah, like she invited us to this retreat center and it's beautiful here and it's so amazing what you do for all of us, but I want to actually get to know more about you, and then we could talk about Hapa Nation 11111.
Wonderful.
Right?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, maybe you should. The name could be Hapa Nation Wonderful.
You
yeah.
got something there.
Yes. Copyrighted. No, Angela, you gave it to us. Don't ask me for anything later now. So I was wondering, you are half Korean.
Yes.
And half black.
Yes.
Were you born in Korea? Were you born in America?
Yeah, last time I checked, I was born in Korea.
Oh, but were you born on a base, so that's American land?
Yeah, it was a U.S. military base in Korea. Yes.
So you are a U.S. citizen.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I'm a proud American, right?
You just did the ka-ching for the
Yeah.
audience that can't hear the sound effects, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Your mic isn't working.
They'll hear it later.
Okay, they'll hear it later. Okay, when they review the footage, the evidence where I say I did it. No. So you were born in Korea.
Uh-huh.
And did your parents stay together, or was it just you and your mother?
Okay. So just few seconds ago, I said I'm proud to be American, but I'm also proud to say 100% Korean because my mother does not walk around with a half body. My dad did not walk around with a half body. So therefore, it makes me 200%.
Nice.
Yeah, right? So because I was born in military base, that I was naturalized U.S. citizen. So yeah, my father was with my mom, and he retired military from South Korea. And then he came to U.S., but all the military guys are drinking people.
Not all of them, but yeah.
Many of them.
Back then, it was a lot of issues with the Korean War, yeah.
So I think they had, my mom felt he was drinking too much. So she decided to remain in Korea.
Gotcha.
After my father came, she's supposed to follow him.
Right.
And then tiny little woman, she broke this big guy's heart badly, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Poor
What is
guy.
it? Poor guy?
Poor guy.
Yeah, it's always guy's a poor guy.
Why is the guy poor? You are outnumbered here, sir.
Said he broke his heart.
I'm about to break my foot.
Ah,
So when did you come to America?
I was just turned 16.
Wow. And you didn't know any English?
Oh, no. When
you?
my father was in Korea, he spoke English to me. Although my mom spoke Korean, my mom would speak broken English with my father. So instead of saying that you're going back to U.S., she will say something like, you go stateside.
You go stateside. No, back then it was stateside.
Yes.
They all said stateside.
Yes.
They didn't say America.
Nope.
They didn't say United
Yes.
States.
You go stateside, me come stateside after you go.
Yeah. You go first.
Yes.
You go first. I'm right behind you.
But she intends to not come to U.S.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. So when you came to America, though, you knew English, right?
Some, because my absentee of my father in my life was about 10 years. He left U.S. when I was about 5, when I turning 6. Then when I came to U.S., I was 15, going on 16 to come to U.S. So 10 years was the absentee of having dad. I spoke mostly Korean. So English speaking was definitely not like a first language.
Do you feel like you're more of a Korean person, American person, equal parts?
I ask you this question. Do you like your right eye better or left eye better?
It depends which side Mike is sitting on. He's on my left side. I'm like, oh, I love my right
that
eye.
means both. That's both.
You're
Both
so
eyes.
adorable. No, not both. No, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
Yes, it'd be difficult for me to choose one to another because, when you care for someone, you love someone, you cannot divide. I cannot divide.
It's kind of like saying which one is your favorite kid. And even though you have an answer, you're like, all of them. I love all of them.
Yes, I am easier and fluent in Korean than English. So because of that reason, I am speaking more Korean around my Korean friends than speaking English. But my husband is also Hapa, like me, right?
Yes.
And we speak Konglish.
No.
So we, instead of saying motorcycle, and Korean people say autobike. No, autobike. Yeah. So we say, no, 한국말.
Wait, it's autobike? Now that I think about it, is it auto bike?
Exactly, almost like that.
You think it? I
Yeah.
wouldn't even know. I've heard autobike.
So we say motorbike. So Konglish goes like
Motorcycle, autobike,
Yes.
motorbike.
that. So Frank and I, we will speak Konglish like that.
Oh man, that's so like great. I mean, like, don't you think it's really great how you get to share in both cultures? You get to enjoy both sides of the world. Like, I feel like when I grew up and first started to get memory cells, it was in Korea.
Okay.
When my grandparents were raising me.
Yes.
So I was like, and then my mom came to pick me up and I went over to my grandma and I was like, who's that lady?
Oh, yes.
And then my grandma was like, that's your mommy. And I was like, okay. Like, I didn't. Thank God I lived in a safe village because I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Wherever you want to take me, let's go. Oh my gosh, I lived in a small safe village. Thank goodness. I would have been the dumb one. Like, I knew it. Everybody would be like, Angela. Angela's gone. We were just waiting for waiting for it to happen. So you didn't have any problems learning English, right? Like all these other like kids who came from Korea or adults that came from Korea. I always look at you, 언니, and I've told people this before. I say, Tia 언니 is like a Korean mom, right, to me, but like, kind of like, you know, the terrace level is like orange. It's not like red. It's like orange. It's like all the good things and just a little bit of spice, not like too much punch. You know, it's just like down there. And I love it. I love it because you're so passionate about taking care of other like adoptees and other Hapas, half Koreans. Can you explain what Hapa is? And also what makes you so passionate about this cause and getting us all together? Because I grew up in New York. Right? And you would think there are so many mixed cultures there, and I didn't have one half Korean friend there. It was all different mixes. I had black friends, I had Spanish friends, I had full Korean friends, and they all thought I was Spanish.
Yes.
So it's like that's how we played.
Yes.
But then now, after meeting you, it's like I know, wow, you're half Korean too. There's more of me.
Yes.
Like more of us. Where
Yes.
were you hiding? Like, did I scare you? But yeah, so what makes you so passionate about this?
Okay, so me being who I am, like, you know, that how we are born, and I'm sure that's including not just me, entire world. I believe that people does not walk around with mirrors front of their face. So that means whatever you see through your eyes is not, you don't see yourself, right?
Yeah.
So that means that you see the people around you, if they're all Caucasian, you think you are one of them. If you're around with a whole lot of Korean people, you think you are part of them. So no difference, right? So by me watching my father being African American and 6'4", being in Korea.
Wow, that's really tall.
Yeah, my mom is not even 5 foot. I don't know how they made me 5'4", right? And me being in Korea, and if I went top of my father's like neck and let me just he carries me on his shoulder, I am the tallest person of all. And all these people look down. There was all the people with the same straight hair with dark and all Koreans. And one day I was in Seoul and went to this Hapa club. This is the first generation of Hapa, and Hapa means Hawaiian word for mixed race. Korean means 혼혈인, right? So Hapa Club was formed by first generation of Hapa sisters and brothers, and they met. And someone told me, Tia, you have to go there and meet people. And when I went there, it was strange. I know I don't see myself, but there was always Korean people spoke Korean around me. But first time I went into this room, everybody looked like you just said. Someone looked like a Hispanic looking, someone looked like a Hispanic looking, someone looked like a Hispanic looking.
No, because it's all different colors.
Yes, exactly. It looks like all different levels of Hispanic looking people, but they all spoke Korean.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, okay, Tia, make sure you're on the wall because you want to see everybody, nobody behind you looking at you. So I'm sort of looking and getting used to, like about 5 to 15 minutes of time that I found out I was one of them.
Wow. Wait, how old were you when you...
I was about 14.
14?
Yes.
You saw all these other Hapas in whole Korea, but then you went to America, and how was that adjustment of life in... Wait, I'm assuming it was the 80s that you came...
I came to U.S. in 1978.
Okay.
Yes.
80s.
Yes.
No, 70. No, 70. So I'm sure technology was different. Everything. Do you have any, like, okay, first of all, how was that? How was the adjustment period coming to America?
Well, being in Korea, it doesn't matter where I went, I'm the only one looked like how I looked, entire town. There wasn't even, there's like Hagyoin, which is a Chinese Korean, or the Korean Chinese people who living in Korea. You cannot tell they're Chinese, but they look exactly like a Korean. And yet, the town that I was growing up after my father came to U.S., there was no foreigners. It's a place called Samsungdong, Samsungyo. And if I walked out, going somewhere,
You were the only
I
one.
was the only black dot in a beautiful white sheet. Maybe it was
No, you were the beautiful black dot in a white sheet.
Yes, it's a California king size. Okay, it's a huge area, and I was the only one. So that sort of gave my mother a look of what kind of my mother life maybe she lived, because I was foreigner looking child. I called my Oma. She's my Oma. And she living in an area where there's no military whatsoever.
Wow.
And that was a little bit difficult for, I think it would have been imagined that it must be very difficult for my mom. But she, tiny little woman, if she was strong enough to break my dad's heart, 6'4",
Yeah.
she's tough little thing. She basically stood up to everybody, and no one was able to call me names or make me cry if I go outside.
Right.
So some people say your mom was very, very strong. And I said, my mom was strong because of, I think she was so weak. When I say weak means, I'm going to go to that question about how I'm involved in the adoptee. And someone asked me, I wish my mom was strong enough to kept me like your mother kept you. My answer to her was, no, your mother was strong enough to let you go so you can live the better life, because your mom could not provide for you.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
Right?
So difficult to,
And my mother wasn't strong enough to say goodbye to me because she actually lost a child before I was born. So she was attached to me in that way. So I think my mother was a stronger person. I think she was a weak person to let me go.
Right.
However, it turned out, I'm grateful.
Right.
We all are born
Right.
in no choice of what we look like. That goes to everyone, everyone, every nation. We haven't given a choice about how we've been born, but we do have a choice of living the life where you want to live.
It's amazing how you see how we all turned out. And my mom, I grew up with my mom too. My grandparents raised me for a little bit in Korea, but my mom kept me too, and she never let me forget it. Like every day.
Yes.
Don't forget, Angela,
Typical.
breakfast is ready. Don't forget. I could have,
Yes.
Pastor Love in Korea. Like, don't forget, eat a lot, okay? Eat a lot.
Yes, yes.
Oh man, so many things. But then people don't understand it wasn't for a selfish reason. It's such a difficult choice because there were no resources in Korea. People don't understand. In South Korea, there are no natural resources.
Yes, you are
So it's
right.
not like the Middle East where you can make money off of oil. It's not like, I think in Russia, there's a lot of minerals and all of that. Africa, there's a lot of stones that money can be made off of. South Korea, there's no, I think that's why ajumas are so good at discounts. They go to the market And they're like, yo, you don't have anything. I don't have anything too. Our whole land doesn't have any. 깎아주세요. Come on. Give me a discount. Panties, bansa, three for one, give me 3 for 50. Come on. We all don't have, I need bansa. So like you know, like it's not, you know what's so funny though? North Korea has a lot of minerals and stuff, like resources for some reason. It's amazing, but South Korea didn't. So a lot of mothers in a land where they didn't have as many, especially back then, they didn't have any opportunities, you know, at all. They couldn't be like, oh, I could go on welfare. They couldn't get a job. They couldn't do anything. It was hard enough. This is what was interesting that people don't know. It's hard enough to rent a space to live if you have kids. If you're parents with kids, because you're going to be loud, the kids are going to be rambunctious. It was very difficult. Tenants want, you know, quiet tenants. I mean, landlords want quiet tenants, all of that. So it was very limited opportunity. So you come to America, and what was something that made you go, whoa? Because for me, when I came to America, I didn't understand why I couldn't go out at night. Right? Because I came from a little village. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go out to play. My mom was like, no, you're not. What are you? And then she locked all the locks. And then another thing is she's like, oh, we're going to cross the street. Hold my hand. And I'm like, I don't need to hold your hand. I'm a big girl. I'm 5. I'm 5. I know how to cross the street. She was like, Angela, give me your hand. You know, so what was like at 15, 16 after growing up in Korea, what was that shocking experience that you had?
Okay, so this is going to be shocking for everybody.
Oh no, let me hold on to something. Hold on a second. I didn't know this question was going to be loaded.
Yes, because after my father came to U.S., although I was American citizen, I wasn't allowed to go to Korean school because I could not attend Korean school. The school that I have attended had to be illegal. Means that my mom will give money to the 교장 선생, and that's the principal, and just let me sit in the classroom so that way I could get some education.
Oh, you couldn't go to a Korean public school because you were a U.S. citizen back then.
Yes.
Got you.
And then American school were very expensive. If my father was still in Korea, I would have went to school, right? But because he came to U.S. and retired, and my mother supposedly followed, and she didn't, so she wasn't able to have me go to school. So coming to U.S., since my mom didn't come, my father remarried after 8 years.
Right.
Remarried to my stepmother, and in Korea,
Stepfather, yeah.
yeah, stepmother. No, my father married my
gotcha.
my
Your
stepmother.
father remarried.
Yeah.
Got you.
And
Okay.
when he remarried my stepmother in Korea, every camel stepmother is evil.
Evil, yeah.
Evil. They will discriminate you.
I've seen this episode.
They will harm you badly. So she didn't want to send me to. First of all, she didn't want to send me to alcoholic dad. Second of all, she doesn't want to send me to Kemo, which is a stepmother.
Your mom didn't want to send you.
Send me to U.S. So she got me married at the age of 15.
Wow.
So when I came to U.S., when I say 15, when I came to U.S., I was already robbed. To me, my teenager life was robbed because I became a wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yet I was really grateful in a way because I had a faith in Christianity in Korea before I came to US.
Wow.
And then the faith kept me going. But by the time when I turned 18, I was able to stand up to my husband and said, I wanted to divorce because you are not the husband that I wanted it.
Oh. Snap, snap, snap.
So,
Sorry, bro. It's not working out.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Hey,
though.
family
For real.
meeting time. Family meeting
I
time.
got something to say.
You done. You done. I'm done. You done.
yes. So after age of 18, being single mother, I want to make sure that I was able to raise my son.
Right.
If my mother raised me in South Korea, looked like how I looked, and she was able to have had her head held up, I think I could raise my son here in U.S., which I belong. It's my
Right.
father's land.
Right.
So I'm so grateful also for having my son. He was such a good temperament child.
Aw.
If every children was like my son, I tell you, I could raise 10 children.
언니.
Easily.
언니. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. 언니. Your son probably is an angel from heaven, but I don't see any of your kids talking back to you. So, I mean, like, 언니, you told me to come visit you here, right? But you were like, oh, Angela, what are you doing next week? I'm like, oh, no, nothing. She's like, yeah, drive 9 hours and come see me. I'm like, okay. There's something about your charisma that makes me just do what you say. So I'm sure your son is an angel from heaven because he didn't, like I said, Korean mom, threat level orange with me. But
it's kind of rubbing off though, because then you turned around and say, "Hey, Mike, we're about to drive 9 hours.
Yeah.
Schedule your time off. You don't have to come, but you're coming. So make sure you pack up all the gear. We could do a show while we're there." I'm like, "Oh, sweet."
But it's funny because you're like,
I'm
oh, come here. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I turned to Mike. I'm like, we're going there. He's like, okay. So he's just like, come here. It's so fun. Oh, no. Children are a blessing. And I'm so happy. You were wow. At 18, a single mother. So what was the shocking thing? That was the shocking thing, that you were married at 15?
Yeah.
That was legal in America back then?
Well, because I was 15 years old,
Yeah.
when I went to U.S. Embassy to get married because I was American citizen. But my mother and my stepfather accompanied us to the embassy, and I understand enough English to say, oh, I can speak English when this person says something, I understand. So they say, raise your right hand. I understand right hand.
Oh!
I didn't understand raise. So I watched him and he said, raise your right hand. So I looked at him, the guy who spoke. Then I looked at my future husband and he raised his right hand. So he was talking to my ex-husband. And then my mother raised her hand as a guardian.
Okay.
And I watched them. And he said something, and he said yes. He said I do, and my mother said yes. And I watched them, and they stamped, and I got married.
Oh my God.
So I never raised my right hand. So that means my divorce is not a divorce, huh? Because I never was married.
Right.
But I mean,
It's an annulment.
court of law, I was, but for me to sworn in for the higher power, I never raised my hand, okay?
Oh my God. Technically in the court of heaven, Lord.
So,
I was only married once. Yes. I love, you know what though? I think that's a Korean thing. Like if everybody's doing it, you start doing it. That's why every time now I take a picture, it's like
yes.
my 2 fingers go up and nobody, I swear. And I was doing that and there was a time, you know, like when you're young and you go to a club and stuff like that and all the girls are being sexy and they're taking a picture like this and I'm on the side going like this and my 동생s were like, 언니, put your fingers down. Like in the middle of the club. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so used to it. I can't help it. And now I just take a picture with my team. V for victory. So you were like, oh, everybody's raising their right hand. Okay. Did you think you were going to get a high five? Is that what it was? You're like, oh, yeah, sure. Okay. And they're like, great, stamp. You're married now. Oh,
Yes,
my
that
That's
was
how
the thing.
Angela got me.
Yeah. The pastor was like, do you? And I was like, yes. And then they were like, Mike, do you? And he's like, hold on, can I think about it for a second?
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready.
I'm like, I paid for the pastor already. You better say yes. We're not getting this money back. We're not getting this donation back.
The cake is already out of the fridge.
Yeah.
So
It's thawing. The ice cream cake is thawing. You
somebody's
better.
eating this cake.
Somebody's getting this cake. So did you think that it was a big adjustment to, going shopping in Korea for food and everything like that, and then going shopping in America at department stores?
You know what? Okay. Korea going shopping is not difficult because that's how I grew up. So it was natural.
Right.
I come to America and the first dress that I wanted to pick for myself. My father drove me all the way from Mississippi to San Francisco.
That's where you went to, though, Mississippi?
No, I lived in Florida with my ex-husband, but when I
gotcha.
visited my dad, and then he took me road trip to San Francisco.
For a dress?
No, to meet my
I'm going to buy you a dress. It's going to take about 20 hours. We'll be back by Sunday.
meet my siblings, my siblings. So I have some nieces older than I am because of I have older sister. They're really huge age gap. So when my niece took me to shopping, it was like place called Nordstrom, and took me shopping. When I went there, I picked the clothes, and I think I was like barely 90 pounds at that time. And I found,
I was born 90 pounds. What are you talking about?
I found the dress that I liked. It was a size 14. I didn't know.
Oh my.
It comes in different sizes.
Oh, you were like that one. They're
So-
like, ma'am.
So it was a blanket.
It was a blanket.
I'll take
And
that
my
one.
niece tried so
Not a
hard.
blanket. I wear
to-
size 14. What's wrong with you?
Oh, you're not 80 pounds either. I know I'm not. My
Yeah, because
arm
she's
is
60
80
pounds, isn't she?
Oh, you're
Yeah?
so sweet. No, 60 pounds. I should be in the hospital if I'm 60. Maybe 60 kilograms. 60 plus 20, 40 kilograms. Okay. So then you went all the way to San Francisco. You went to Nordstrom. Were you like, wow, this is so fancy? Because in Korea, even now, when you go to big department
Yes.
store, it's like a special event.
It is.
I usually go to like Namdaemun and I get my like pants, my
Yeah.
panties from there. Like it's just, and I'm like stretching it too. I'm taking it out of the box and I'm like, is this real cotton? Ajashi, is this real cotton? Like, how much does it stretch? Because I get like bloated,
Okay, so going to mall, it was unique and different, right? Because over there, all the women's clothing at this humongous place, and you can choose whatever you want. But I never felt I really need of anything, so I picked up the one dress. So my niece tried so hard to get that dress off my hand so she can find me the right size on same one.
You thought she was stealing it from you.
I thought she tried to recognize me to buy another
It's mine.
dress. And so I spoke little English at the time. And I said, no, I like this one. And she
Look,
said,
I could wrap it twice. I love it.
I kept that dress for a long time. And then I put them away because I found other clothes later on. Years later, I went on my closet and doing, this closet, the cleaning.
Oh, spring cleaning.
Yes, and I found out, oh my God, this dress was so huge. And I could not throw that away because that was my first dress that I bought ever. But it was just so huge, it was falling off me. Like one of those stretch ones that goes like off shoulder, supposedly sexy, but it wasn't sexy, it was falling off you. So anyway, that was my first dress that I bought. It was beige color, I still remember that dress. But finally, I got rid of it now. If I kept it, I could wear that.
Oh my
But
goodness.
anyway, so it was different.
That
It was
is
different, but I didn't find shocking. Maybe because of my age was still young enough, I can adapt, I think.
You know what is so amazing about you, Anya, is that your character to be able to adapt and survive. That's what I really admire about you. Because for you, you say things with a smile. And even if it's something that other people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she lived through that. You're like, you could be like, yeah, and then I beat him up so bad. And he was crying and I was laughing and then the police came and I told them what happened and they thought I didn't do anything wrong because I could smile and say this. Like that.
Angela,
I admire you so much.
you must been in my house with the time when my
was a
son was
fly.
growing up.
Yeah.
If I have time to share one thing,
Of course.
I remembered one day that my son, he was like growing up so wonderfully and had no problem at all.
Aw.
And once he got me into like I had to discipline him, and I just looked at him and I said, "Well, I put it this way: if you don't let me win this argument, what I'm doing." I'm gonna convince you to let you know that you win this war. But you have to keep your door locked when you sleep, because if it's not today, if it's not tomorrow, within next about a few weeks, the same baseball bat I see that corner over that room over there is gonna opening your skull, and I go to jail and I pay for my sin I have committed, and that'll be it. So either you have let me have my way or no way. So after he heard me saying that, he promised he will listen to me. And then he actually told his one of her best friend, he said, "My mom is really crazy. You don't want to get the bad side of her. I never have to beat up on my son like that."
Yeah, because he understood.
But he understood this mother is a little bit crazy.
Yeah, he knew your potential. He never had to see it. He just knew your potential. I love how you were like, you told your son, I think I'm going to do that. Somebody's going to lose this argument. It's not going to be me. So.
Don't give Angela any more ideas. You gave her too many.
So
No, thank you.
go to sleep. That's what Eddie Murphy said. Right? Go to sleep.
You're like
Go to
a
sleep.
boxing match.
Oh my God. No, you know what it is? For me, my family too, like a lot of immigrant children growing up, they knew their parents, like my friend, I think I was talking to my girlfriend about it in middle school one time. And she was like, "Yeah, Angela, my mom," and she was Korean. She's like, "My mom says she brought me into this world, she could take me out." I was like, "You too?" Like, you too? Oh my God. Give me a hug. Like, we were both like, "Yeah, we don't even try. We give up." That's what it is. We just give up. Ma what? Okay. Like, we just do it. Because somebody's going to win it. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. So, Ani, tell us why Hapa Nation won.
Hapa Nation won.
And I love these bracelets. Are these for sale?
Ah,
It says
yes,
Hapa
yes.
Nation won.
Plug, plug,
This
plug.
is Hapa
Plug.
Nation won. 2 nation equals 1 love.
Aww.
Okay? Yes,
Nice.
we are promoting this because Hapa Nation One is a group of family and friends and associates and affiliates that who showed interest to Hapa, which is Hapa means Hawaiian word for the mixed race, right? So we are planning on journey to Motherland 2022.
Can people buy those?
Yes.
Where
so
can they buy them?
We can, you can Facebook, you can basically come to us.
Okay,
on-
I'm gonna put
yes.
the link. I'm gonna put
Yes.
the page in the information because I'm gonna upload this to YouTube too.
Yes.
And then we are going to put that out. Wait, hold on. Hapa Nation one
2
bracelet.
nation equals
2
1 love.
equals 1 love. That's like, it's such like a Jamaican song. I love it. 2 nation, 1 love. I love it. I'll work on it. We gotta. Can you?
It's a Nas song, One Love.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
Shout out to Nas.
Shout out to Nas.
Yes.
I think he's
Yes.
mixed too. He's a Hapa too, isn't he? That's why he's such a great rapper.
I don't think
Because his
so.
mom was like, you know, somebody's gonna win here. It's
Yes.
not gonna be you. So he took all that pain and was like, I'm gonna be the best rapper. No. So okay, they could
Yes.
get that bracelet to
Yes.
support this great
Yes.
Hapa Nation one.
Yes. So Hapas are the descendants from the children from the American veterans, this descendants that who's mixed with Asian culture. My case with Korean, right? So we want to. Who am I to? How should I say? Separate from me. If I am 200%, over being two different culture,
Right.
we must embrace every nation and other people that who are mixed race.
Right.
So it's about bringing and bridging the gap. So that way we can care about our veterans, our Hapa family,
Right.
and anyone who's going through different terms in their life, emotionally, or they going through financially,
Right.
and different ways going through. We like to support one another.
Right.
So
I love how at another interview you were saying, yeah, I'm not half and half. I'm 100% American, 100% Korean.
yes,
Oh my goodness. But then growing up, my mom would always she always pushed. I think she's like, for safety, she's like, tell people you're American. When you go outside, tell them
Yes.
you're American.
Yes.
But then in the house, she's like, you better eat your kimchi. You better finish all your kimchi right now. No, when I was born, I was actually born with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yes.
A lot of babies are born with blue eyes and changes. But my hair was changing color and I
Yes.
didn't dye it. So I was like, oh my God, I was looking at it. It was like different colors. And I was
Yes.
like, Oma, what's going on? And she was like, it's because you eat kimchi. You keep eating kimchi.
Nice.
And I
Well,
believed her. I was like, of course. Korean is coming out, oozing out of my hair. That's what's going on.
Well, you were half and half. You were Korean at home. You were American outside.
Yeah, I was a real half and half.
You were fully half and half.
No, but I didn't know any English. Was it hard for you to make friends being mixed? Did you feel like you were more accepted by the black community, by the Korean community?
I think I was accepted pretty well on all the community because anyone who pointed me, I just don't associate with those people because I don't like to. I'm not a punching bag anywhere in a boxing gym. You go there and punch. I'm not that. So if anyone wants to put me down any kind of a way, that person is not for me.
Yeah.
So I go on. So therefore, my friends were I had so many wonderful, fantastic friends in my past. I cannot name all, including the friends that I have now. It means so much to me. I am the blessed one in this world than anybody else around
No,
me.
we are the
that's
blessed
deep.
one. No,
That's
you know
deep.
what happened, Anya, is that your son went to all these people and said, hey, somebody's going to win. It's not going to be you. So please, my mom is crazy.
Just say yes.
Just
Wherever you
just be
live,
good
just
to
drive.
her
Just
or
drive
else.
there. Go there.
just go. If
Just
she
go.
tells you to go to Missouri 9 hours, just go. Just say yes and take your husband. I was going to come alone, too. I was like, of course I'm going to go. And Mike's like, no, you're not. Don't.
I don't trust Angela behind the wheel that long.
Okay. You know what?
It's too long of a
He's
drive.
a keeper.
He is.
He's a keeper.
He's a keeper on you. That's so sweet
Oh,
of you.
oh,
I
yeah.
thought we were friends, but okay.
I wanted to protect
Now I
her.
want to drive back. No, I was kidding.
Well, to go back to the 200%, it's an Asian thing, right? A++.
Absolutely.
A++. Awesome. Okay, so we have a trivia game for you. We do this every show.
Yes.
And we have a prize
Yes.
wheel.
Okay.
Prize was reveal the wheel.
Oh my gosh. This wheel that
hit
traveled
the-
all the way from Atlanta. Oh, hold
yeah.
on.
Go ahead and hit
Yeah,
the mic.
you know
There
me.
you go. You can do it, I promise.
I'm very smooth. I'm very smooth. One thing I'm known for is being very smooth. Not
Suave.
clumsy at all. All right. So we have this prize wheel, right? And the prizes are, whoa, you could get some of these actually now that we're all vaccinated if you're smart.
Nice.
Vaccinated. All right. So the first prize is the box. It's a mystery box.
The box.
Okay.
Okay. Next one is a handshake.
Sanitized.
Sanitized with the spray and the gel. And we could do a handshake. You can win a ticket for a Netflix movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's basically we tell you what to watch on Netflix.
No, we're giving out our password.
Why do you say that every time?
You get
we
our
never give
password
anybody
for
our password.
24 hours.
I can't believe.
Watch
no,
whatever you
No,
wanna
we want a
watch.
full report. So it's homework. We're giving you homework. You could win homework. That's what it is. The next one is $50. AngelaTheComic bucks.
Big money. Big money.
Yeah. In the future, if we make any money off of the show, you get $50 credit on merch.
You get merch. You might get like a hat.
If we go public,
All right.
$50
Yeah.
stock.
Solid
Oh,
hat. It
I
might-
love that.
might go
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Don't get. It's like a losing pie slice. Next one is a gift card, $10 Starbucks.
Nice.
Okay.
Solid. Oh,
All right.
yeah, there's Starbucks around
A high five. You could win a high
like-
five.
okay.
I promise you won't marry me. It's not a marriage ceremony. Yeah. It's actual high five. Sanitized. Sanitized.
Also sanitized.
Sanitized.
Yeah.
A cartoon by Mike.
Yes.
okay.
I do stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, good.
Whatever you-
He's
whatever you
behind on cartoons, by the way.
want. Everybody
just
keeps
finished
winning the cartoons. It's supposed to be a maybe, and it's like 3 people now.
You can get a hug,
But yeah, you'll get it.
a firm hug from me, and
Nice.
then $100 Angela the Comic bucks.
Big money.
Yeah,
That's the one you want.
Don't land on there. Mike's just saying that.
That's the
'cause
one
it's
you
not
want.
there.
You get like a hoodie.
We have an Amazon $10 Amazon gift card.
Okay.
Big
Because
one.
Prime Day just passed, so we figured that's the best after Prime Day
Yeah, it's probably worth
to
something.
do that. Okay, so which one interests you?
Oh, which one interests me?
What do you want to win?
I want a hug.
No, that you get for free. So
Well,
we'll aim for the box. We'll aim for the box.
It's on the wheel.
Aim for the box.
Okay, so you get to spin it though.
Oh.
What will you
Do
win?
I have to guess it?
No.
Oh, you know what? I have to give you the question. See, we're very professional on this show.
Angela's
professional.
so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm like, you're going to win. Okay. You ready for your question? You have 5 seconds to answer it.
I don't even have
5
a question.
seconds.
What is a name of a Missouri airport? Go.
STL.
Dun, dun, dun.
I wouldn't know. I don't know
Yeah,
anything about
you
Missouri. I
got
told
it.
you in the beginning. Woo! You won!
She won.
Everybody, woo!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We can't even verify it. We
my
don't know
gosh.
anything about Missouri.
probably
Okay,
won.
Anissa, you have to spin the wheel. Are
Okay.
you ready?
All right. Let's
Hold
go
it.
spend it.
Hard.
Yeah. What did you win?
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. What is it? Hold on. This wheel is broken. This wheel is broken.
Oh my
Come on. What's wrong? It's so broken. The box!
The box!
She won the box!
Oh my gosh, you won the box!
And I have it prepared.
Oh,
It
it's prepared.
says a red Korean red ginseng drink because, Koreans, we never throw out any boxes if it looks pretty. Right? So, do you want to open it and see? Oh, I'm gonna show the audience what's in here.
Okay.
We have a
Oh.
Dr. Jart's face mask.
Oh,
And
okay.
then we have another face mask by The Ordinary. Oh, but wait, there's more. 2 plus. 1
Oh,
plus 1.
That's a
1 plus 1.
that's a twofer.
2 for this is
Daryl,
actually
that's
really
a
good.
twofer.
Oh.
If this is really great for like it
Talking to the mic.
sucks your face in.
Pause.
Like it just
Pause.
sucks your face in. And then we have a Aveeno.
Oh.
This is great for makeup remover.
Okay.
It's a micellular gel cleanser.
Ah.
This peels your face
This
off.
for me.
Yes, all of this is for
Yay.
you. That's the mystery box.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God,
and-
this wheel is broken. We have to get it fixed.
and
Every
we-
time people get like some good gifts.
And we
I
need
don't
that
know.
box back.
Oh yeah, we need the box back. Actually.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Can I get a plastic bag? Somebody can bring us a plastic bag, please, because I really like this
good
box.
times.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Onni,
Thank you.
tell everybody where they can find Hapa Nation 1 information. And also, you were saying that there's going to be an annual trip, and we're going to set up a
Yes.
GoFundMe. And this
Ah.
is really great because people
Ah.
can visit,
Yes.
right? Adoptees, Hapas can visit Korea and share in the culture.
Yes.
If you could put your headphones back on. You know,
Okay,
thought,
I am.
You know,
She's ready to go.
She's
try
ready
her
to
new
leave.
I
stuff.
thought I got my gift. I can
I
run
thought,
away.
yeah, you go, I'll give it back to you. The box we need back. The inside stuff you have to.
Watch this.
You could keep. So tell us about Hapa Nation 1 where everybody can find information.
So, yes, earlier I was briefly mentioning that we all are born the way we don't have a choice to be born as a female or male or
Right.
what color, anything or what reason. But I think we as a human being need to know that our roots and where we are from. And this journey to motherland is for many of the Hapas and their loved ones
Right.
to visit and understand and the culture of the for their motherland.
Right.
And they get a chance to learn about the country when you get there, you also pick up their language as well. And it is somewhat educational, and also for many people who have left Korea as infant, adopted to a country in U.S., and they never been back to home, to their motherland. It's not about a plane ticket. People can afford to buy the plane ticket to go to Korea. It's not that. It's only 12 hours you can fly from LA to go to Korea.
Right.
However, for someone who never been home as a child or adult, left their motherland, it's about going there with this is journey for them.
Right.
And that journey, we like to encourage to have that memory with the other people who can support them,
Right.
who can lead them and guide them. And those who are also born here in U.S., they also like to bring their children
Right.
to the motherland.
Right.
So you have to know heritage. If I could just give you one simple little example would be, like if you see there in the ocean, there's a beautiful fish called salmon. Everybody know. They will hatch eggs in the fresh water, and they swim all the way down to the ocean, and they live their life. But when they're offspring, ready to be born again in the eggs, they come back up to their stream of the water to lay the egg, to
Right.
knowing about the where you are from, right?
Yeah.
So we as human beings, we are not a salmon. We are not on some sort of animal. We are human. I think we all have a right to know, and I like to be the person that our Hapa Nation,
Right.
that we can actually open the key to that answer. If someone said, I would like to go to Korea, but I never really went alone.
Right.
And I like to be in your group to go.
So you could go in a group.
That we can actually bond it, and we can
Right.
experience and share things together.
Because you organize all the activities and all the
We
food, all the
customize.
accommodations,
Yes.
and everything like
Yes.
that. Fantastic. And this this trip, because of everything that's happening, is going to happen next year.
2020.
And you guys are going to
2022.
Jeju-do, which is like the Hawaii. It's like Hawaii / Iceland of Korea. It's like it's an island, but it's like waterfall, 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 waterfall. Oh look,
Yes.
waterfall. You know, like it's beautiful there. I would know. I got kicked out. So it's just awesome. And this trip, people will be able to go there on this trip. It's fantastic. And there are people signing up for it, and they pay a certain amount. And we do get donations, and we're going to set that up. And when that link comes up, people,
Go ahead and buy.
somebody's going to win. And it's going to be Tia. Ani, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so
Oh my
much.
gosh, you have to come back. And
I love you.
oh,
Oh,
Ani.
that's so sweet.
Stop it. I
She was
love
talking
you
to
too.
me.
Okay, you win a hug. Come here.
Nice.
I love you. Thank you so much. You guys tune in next week
Thank
on
you.
Thursday, 8:30. This is Angela the Comic. This is Mike Lowe, Mike Lowe Productions.
And I forgot I was here. And I'm Mike Lowe of Mike Lowe Productions.
Thank
Go
you,
follow my
Ani.
IG.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank
guess,
you, everybody.
Turn it off real quick. Thank you.
Woo. I
Now,
love.
the acoustics in here is beautiful. I might sing a piece next. Baby. Yeah, yeah.